Today we will learn how to find the inverse of a square matrix. First question which comes in our mind is, why do we need an inverse of the matrix? Because earlier I have taught you how to multiply a scalar quantity by a matrix. Then we learned about addition of matrices. Then we learned about subtraction of matrices. And then we learned about multiplication of two matrices. Now the thing is, there is no concept of division of two matrices. So what we do is, since there is no concept of dividing a matrix, but what we can do is we can multiply by an inverse of a matrix, which gives us the same operation over here. Okay, so I will be discussing in detail when I will be explaining you this concept. So now this is the note, so I would like you to copy everything in your binder. Question says, write the definition of inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. So there are few steps involved in this. So step number 1 says what? It says find the determinant. That's your first step. So if in case we have been given this matrix A, B, C, D, how you find a determinant? You multiply A with D, AD, and you subtract minus BC. So yours is AD minus BC. This is your determinant. Step number 2, what you do is you write it like this. Write it as a fraction, as 1 over, let me write it as, okay, I'll write over, find the determinant. Let's take an example. I gave the matrix name is A, so determinant will be A. So this will be your determinant of A. You write it like this. Step number 3, what you do is, you will change the position of A and D. What you do is you change the position of elements which are at A and D. You flip their position. So now if you look over here, see in this, if you look at this matrix over here, you can see this is your A, this is your D. So what I've done over here is I have changed their position. So this means A came to the D place and D came to the A place. So technically D was over here, but now it is at this place and A went to this place. And the last step over here is what? You will change the sign of C, I'm sorry, it should be B and C. So I'll write it over here, B and C. So change the sign of B and C. So which is the place? You can see in this case over here, our B was what? Our B was positive. So what I did, I changed the sign to negative. C was positive, I changed the sign to negative, and this is how we find the inverse of a matrix. Now if you will pay attention to this example over here, let's see what the example says. Example says step number 1, find determinant of A. So determinant of A will be what? 3 times 1 is 3 minus 2 times 5 is 10. So it will be like this, 3 minus 10. So I got it over here, 1 over 3 times, this is yours 3 minus 2 times 5 is 10. So what I did is this part over here, this is a combination of step 1 and step 2. Now what step 3 says? Change the position of A and D. So I will change this 3 with 1. So 1 will go to 3 place and 3 will go to 1 place. You can see over here. Now step number 4 says change the sign of B and C. So since this 5 is positive, I change it to negative. Since this 2 is positive, I change it to negative. So this is the inverse of the matrix A over here. So this is your thing. One more thing, if the given matrix is A, what happens is inverse of the matrix is what? A inverse. This is the inverse of the given matrix. So let's proceed to next problem. But make sure you copy each and everything what you see on your screen right now in blue color also, and whatever colors are over here, copy everything. Question number 1, find the inverse of the given matrix 8, 4, 7 and 6. So let's first of all write it over here. Let's give the name to this matrix as matrix A. So now step number 1, what I will write the steps over here and I will follow the over here. Step number 1 says what? Find the value of determinant. So my determinant, I will write it like this. It is equal to what? I'll multiply these two numbers. 8 times 6 is 48 and minus sign 7 times 4 is 28. So determinant is what? 48 minus 28, which gives me 20. Now what was step number 2? Step number 2 says we need to write it like this: 1 over determinant of A, that's your 20. Okay. Now I will do step number 3 and step number 4 in this step over here. Now what was step number 3? Step number 3 said that you change the what do you call, the position of 8 and 6. So 6 will come over here and 8 will come over here. Now after this we are at the last step over here, step number 4. Step number 4 says change the sign of B and C. So B is my 4, which will change to what? It will change to negative 4. This is my 7, it will change to negative 7. So this is the inverse of matrix A. So this is your answer over here. Now, but when you are working on assignments and all, you might not see this answer. You might see the answer in simplest form. So what happens in simplest form is you multiply your scalar quantity which is outside with each and every element inside it, and you write it in the simplest form. So if I will do it, looks like this: 6 times 1 over 20. I'm writing all the steps for you. 6 times 1 over 20. This is yours negative 4 times 1 over 20. This one is yours negative 7 times 1 over 20. And this is your 8 times 1 over 20. Alright, so but you all know whenever something is looks like this, what you do is you put a 1 over here. So my next step looks like this. So when you do this, it will be your 6 over 20. This will be yours negative 4 over 20. This one is yours negative 7 over 20. And this is your 8 over 20. Now you cannot leave your answer like this because you can simplify this. Okay. How I can simplify this? I'm using my calculator over here. Now first one is 6 over 20. So I will write 6 in the fraction over here. And then it says 20 over here. So when I do this, what I'm left with is 3 over 10. So I can write it over here 3 over 10. 3 over 10. Similarly for this one, negative 4 over 20. Let's see this also over here. Negative 4 over 20. So your answer is 1 over 5. Negative 1 over 5. So this is yours negative 1 over 5. But this one is already, it cannot be simplified. It will be like this. And this one we can simplify over here. So 4 times 2, it should be your 2 over 5. So this is the inverse of a matrix. Okay, so you are having two answers. The reason I gave you both the answers, but I will advise you go to the last step. The reason over here is because when you are working on IXL assignments or when you're taking tests or quizzes, you will see your final answer looking like this. Okay, question number 2 says find the inverse of matrix, this one. So I will assume over here this matrix is A. So now step number 1 says what? Find the determinant. So how I find determinant? Okay, you all know this concept. Negative 5 times 7 and put the minus sign on your own. 12 times 6. So what happens is, let me rewrite it over here. So this will give you negative 35 and this will give you 72. And your answer will be 710. Negative 107. This is yours value determinant. Now step number 2, 3 and 4 we do all of them at one time. Step number 2, 3 and 4 we apply at one time. So it says 1 over negative 107 because we write 1 over determinant of A. Step 2 is gone. Now we are on step 3. Now what step 3 says? Step 3 says change the position of A and D. So 7 will come over here and negative 5 will go over here. Okay, and afterward what it says, change the sign of leftover. So 6 and 12 are leftover. I will change the sign of B and C. If this is a positive 6, it will change to negative 6. This will change to negative 12. Okay, and this is your inverse of a matrix. Now, as I mentioned this to you earlier, I will not leave my answer like this. I will simplify this. So let's go ahead and do it. So A inverse is equal to, I will multiply scalar quantity. Now do keep in mind, when you see 1 over negative 107, it means is negative 1 over 107. It's the same thing. You all know this. So I'll multiply this. So it will look like this to me. Negative 7 over 107. You can use a calculator for this process. Negative 6 over negative 107. It gives you what? Negative 12 over negative 107. Let me rewrite this just to avoid any confusion. Okay. What is happening is you are multiplying negative 6 with this. Looks like this. Negative 6 over what? Negative 107. When you multiply negative 12 with this, it looks like this. Negative 12 over negative 107. And when you multiply, it looks like this. Negative 5 over negative 107. Let me erase this part over here. Okay. So now my final answer will be, I do not think I can simplify any of them. Yes, I cannot simplify. Let me write my final answer. A inverse is equal to negative 7 over 107. This will become positive because of the negative in numerator and denominator. And this will be your 12 over 107. And that's your 5 over 107. So, and this is the inverse of your matrix. This is also the right answer. This is also the right answer. But I will advise you go to the last part over here. Question number 3. Find the inverse of. Okay, so let's take this as, let's assume this is your matrix A. So step number 1 is what? You will find the determinant of this matrix. So determinant is, always draw this arrow over here. Negative 4 times 7 gives you negative 28. Put the minus sign on your own. 3 times 5 is 15. So your answer is what? When you do this, your answer is negative 43. So the value of the determinant is what? Negative 43. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing step number 2, step number 3, and step number 4 at one time. So step number 2 says what? You will write it like this. Okay, that's the value determinant. Okay, now step number 3, check step number 3. What step number 3 says? Step number 3 says you will change the position of these two numbers. Don't change the sign. Only this comes over here, this comes over here. Step number 3 gone. Now we are on step number 4. Most important step. People, they make mistake. You are only changing the sign. If this is a positive 5, it changes to negative 5. If this is a positive 3, changes to negative 3, and this is the inverse of this matrix. Now we will write in the simplest form over here. So let's write in simplest form. It is your 7, negative 7 over 43. This will be yours negative 5 over negative 43. Okay, this will be yours negative 3 over negative 43, and that's yours negative 4 over negative 43. You all know when I multiply 7 with this, 7 times 1 is 7, but since it's the negative denominator, it goes to the numerator. So my final answer will be what? Negative 7 over 43, positive 5 over 43, 3 over 43, and 4 over 43. So this is my answer for this problem. So inverse of this matrix is A inverse is equal to this. So that's the answer for this problem. I want you to go ahead and practice this problem on your own. Alright, my answer is this over here. A inverse is equal to 9 over 23, 3 over 23, negative 5 over 23, and 2 over 23. So if you got this answer, then you got the correct answer, or please check your steps with my steps over here. Now let's look at this different type of questions. Show that B is the inverse of A. So they are asking from us, we have to solve this. It means what? It means that B is the inverse of A. So this means I can write it like this. A is like this, then B is the inverse of A. Okay, so what I will do is I will find out, or I should, okay, so if in case we do in simple word, let me take this as A. So it means what? Okay, we cannot do this. So we just want to find B is what? B is the inverse of A. So let's go ahead and find it. So first of all, I will find the A inverse over here. Okay, so what is A inverse? First of all, I need to find A inverse, I need to go with step number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for finding A inverse, step number 1 says what? I need to find the determinant of A. So this will be what? 6 times 6 is 36, and minus time 5 times 7 is 35, and it gives me 1. Now I'm doing step number 2, step number 3, and step number 4 over here. Now do keep in mind, if in case whatever is my answer over here, A inverse, if my answer looks like this over here, then I can say B is the inverse of this. So first step is what? I need to write it like this, 1 over 1, because 1 over determinant of A. And step number 2, what it says, first of all, this is gone, check. Step number 2 says what? Change the position of these. Since these are 6 and 6, still it will look like 6 and 6 over here. And step number 3, what it says change the sign. So I will change the sign of 7 to -7, this to -5. Since I got this answer over here, what I need to do is let's write in the simplest form. So simplest form will be like this. A inverse is equal to, it's just 1. So 6, -7, -5, -6. So let's see this. Is this equal to the value over here? If you look over here, yes, it is equal. So what we can say therefore B is the inverse of A, or is equal to BA. So there, because they are same, we were able to find out that this is equal. Let's look at this question over here. Same question, show that B is the inverse of A. So what I will do is I will find my inverse of A. So first of all, to find the inverse of A, I need to do my step number 1. Step number 1 says find the value determinant. I'm drawing one arrow. What is 9 times 5? 45. Good job. Minus 7 times 4 is 28. So the answer which I'm left over is what? 70. Step number 2, step number 3, and step number 4 I do at one time. Step number 2 says what? Write 1 over 17, 1 over determinant of A, check. Okay, look here. Now we are on step number 3. What step number 3 says? Step number 3 says change the position of these two numbers. So this is yours 5 and 9 will go over here. We switch their places. Step number 4 says, this is check. Step number 4 says change the sign of B and C. So -7 and this will be negative. -7, -4. Now if I will look at this answer over here, do you think does it look same like this? Yes. So this is your B. So you have to say therefore. For therefore you can use 3 dots just like a triangle over here. Therefore B is the inverse of A, or inverse A inverse B is equal, A inverse is equal to what? B. So this is how we were able to prove that B is the inverse of A. Let's look at this problem. I'll give this as number 3 over here. Let's look at this problem over here, number 3. We have to find that B is the inverse of A. Let's do the same thing. Step number 1, find the value of the determinant A. That's yours. See, I usually draw only one arrow. There's a meaning of that. 12 times 3 is 36, minus sign. That's your -10. This will change to a positive sign over here, and this will give you what? 46. Now I will be applying step number 2, step number 3, and step number 4 at one time. Okay, at the same time I'll supply all of these steps. So step number 2 says what? Write it like this, 1 over determinant 1 over 46. Okay, check. Step number 3, you will switch the position of these two numbers. So 3 and 12 will go over here. Check. Step number 4 says change the sign of B and C. So this is my positive 5 changes to -5, and this will change to what? Positive 2 over here. This is my inverse. Okay, this is my inverse A inverse. But this is something over here. So what I need to do is I need to multiply my scalar by this matrix. So it will look like this: 3 over 46, -5 over 46, 2 over 46, and that's your 12 over 46. Now as this question look over here, do they both look same over here? Oh yes. You can write over here, yes, B is the inverse of A, or A inverse is equal to what? B. This is how we prove another, A is the inverse of, or B is the inverse of A.